Who will be Manchester United's next manager? Obviously, earlier on today, we officially pulled the trigger and sacked Erik ten Hag. Yeah, look, it's been coming for a bit of time now, to be honest with you. I just think that everything right now is mostly on the players, and it's not all just Ten Hag's fault with the situation that we're in right now. I feel like everyone around the club has to take responsibility. But Erik ten Hag's the one who's getting it, of course. But what else can you do? You can't sack players, unfortunately. But look, we're 14th in the league. I do think something obviously had to be done, but I don't think anything's going to change anyway. We're going to we're going to go on a bit of a run now. Ten Hag gone, and then I reckon it'll all go to shit again. But obviously, on to who will be Manchester United's next manager. Ruud van Nistelrooy is the interim coach for now, possibly for the next few games. Unless Ineos really go into something quickly and appoint a new manager ASAP, which I think we should do. I feel like keeping Ruud van Nistelrooy for this whole season just as interim manager is basically us writing off the season already. We need to try and turn it around in the best way possible. That's what we need to do at Manchester United. So I feel like we need to be on our next manager very quickly, in my opinion. That's what we need to do. We need to make sure that we are able to go on and we are able to get a new manager ASAP. That's what we need to do. So let's wait and see. But yeah, we're going to get right into it right now. What are the odds? Who should be Manchester United's next manager? What's it looking like? So obviously, Ruud van Nistelrooy's at the top. And, I'm going to go through all of them and some others. But Ruud van Nistelrooy at the top. I mean, obviously he is, but I don't think we should pull the trigger on that, as I've just been saying. I feel like having an old player as a manager, we've done that with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It didn't work out. Let's not do it with Ruud. And, look, all of us Manchester United fans love Ruud van Nistelrooy, but at the end of the day, I don't want a former player. I don't want a former player. And, that's the same thing as Michael Carrick, who's 10-1. But he's at the bottom. But at the end of the day, let's not go with Michael Carrick. I don't see the point. Yes, obviously, when he was here for a bit after Raleigh for like 3 games, he went on a good run and we were playing some decent football. But at the end of the day, let's not go with Michael Carrick. Let's not bring Michael Carrick in to be Manchester United manager. He's doing good things at Middlesbrough. Let's just leave him doing that. He's doing well for himself there. But yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy, I of course wouldn't go with. Gareth Southgate under him is very worrying though. Like we cannot, Manchester United cannot be managed by Gareth Southgate. He's worse than Erik ten Hag. I don't even think Erik ten Hag's an awful manager. It's just, I don't think it, as I've been saying, I don't think it's him. But yeah, why would you go and get someone who's, quite a few levels below the one that we previously had? That's the thing. Don't go with Gareth Southgate. England are always shocking to watch. Manchester United, we've been shocking to watch ever since Sir Alex has gone. That's the reality. So, bringing Gareth Southgate in doesn't help any matter whatsoever. He'll be probably worse than what David Moyes was if we bring Gareth Southgate in. Let's not do that. Him and Ruud seem quite more fan favourites, to be fair, to get it. So no, I would not take either of those two. Gareth Southgate's 100% a no-go. Let's not do that. Let's not be stupid here. That will not work. Okay, next up we've got Ruben Amorim. I actually think that this is good. Ruben Amorim is a he's proven to be a good coach in Portugal though. He is good. He's a good coach. He's got a good brain. He's young as well, 39 years old. But there's a big difference between managing Sporting Lisbon in Portugal to coming to Manchester United. Overall, I don't think Ruben Amorim's got big experience. He hasn't got big experience managing at the real proper top level in the big leagues. leagues. He's got a good tactical brain, but whether he can deal with the egos that we got at Manchester United with the players who we've got right now who are big problems, I'm not sure he will be able to deal with that. That's the thing. I think, there's a good coach in him, but he's young. He's not an overly experienced coach. So, I mean, if he were to get him and he wants to do well, he could be here for many years. He's a young guy, but I mean, I wouldn't throw a tantrum like I would if we got Gareth Southgate or we kept Rude on. I wouldn't be screaming and shouting at it, but I don't think Ruben Amorim's the ideal one. And it does look like at the moment we are kind of in more talks with him. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would go with Ruben Amorim. But as I've said, I think he's a good coaching mind, but I don't think he's got the experience to be able to deal with the players we got. That's the thing. He is kind of in ways like what Erik ten Hag was when he came into the club. That's the thing. But I'm not sure if he'll be as good as, I don't think he'd, win it. I don't know. He could be very good or it could be awful with him. That's the thing. I don't know with Ruben Amorim. I kind of think he could be good and you never know, could bring us some trophies along the way, or it would just really go to shit because he can't handle it. That's the thing. Okay, next up, Xavi is the next one, 6-1. When I go with Xavi, I feel like he did decent at Barcelona, to be fair. He was able to do a good job. I feel like he got, he's obviously a young guy as well, but, when you're doing, decent things at Barcelona, I don't think it's much of an issue. I think that he could be decent for us, to be fair. I think he could. Again, young manager as well. But, obviously he's got that experience managing Barcelona. He was there for like 3 odd years, something like that. I don't think he'd be a bad appointment. I don't think he would be a bad appointment at all, to be honest with you. Barcelona are a team who are full of egos. Manchester United are a team who are full of egos as well. We got players who are full of egos in our team, and Xavi was able to handle it quite well at Barcelona. So I wouldn't mind him at Manchester United because I feel like Xavi can handle it. He can put people in their place as well. He was in that, he's played recent, he's a recent player as well. I feel like Xavi could deal with egos. That's the thing, and that's what we need. There is, as I said it in my video where in the Ten Hag reaction getting sat video, I said that there are some players with massive egos in this club who think, I made it. I'm at Manchester United. I made it. I feel like Xavi could be able. I feel like Xavi could possibly be able to deal with players like that. But you never know. I mean, managing Manchester United, managing Barcelona, you've got equal pressure on you. So, and Xavi was able to get some good things out of Barcelona. So, I would not mind this at all. I would not mind it if we got Xavi. But I mean, you never know. You can never be fully 100% sure on who you want, and that's how I feel with Xavi. I'm not 100% sure if he would definitely be the right man, but I think there'll be lots of positives in getting him, definitely. Next up, 6-1, Thomas Frank. He's done a great job at Brentford over the years, 100%, but he hasn't managed Manchester United. That's the thing. Brentford aren't Manchester United, so I'm not sure if Thomas Frank will be able to handle that. I like Thomas Frank's style, 100% I do. I think he's got a good style playing when he plays while he's managing Brentford. I think he's got a good style. Brentford play decent football, and that's under Thomas Frank's mind. But at the end of the day, I don't think he'd be able to handle Manchester United. That's what I think. So I would not go with this one. I would not go with Thomas Frank. Good manager, but I don't think he'd succeed at Manchester United. I feel like he'd be another Graham Potter who we're about to get on to. No way, Graham Potter. No way. Him and Gareth Southgate are literally the same man. No. Just do not do either of them. It's just a waste. But no, I reckon we'll be all right. I don't think we'll get Graham Potter. Potter. We're not getting Graham Potter. There we go. That's all I have to say on Graham Potter. Other managers who I would put into the mix. I'm obviously Julian Nagelsmann's not actually. He's not actually one of the favourites to get the job. So that is strange. And to be fair, though, I mean, he is doing a good job at Germany right now. I like his style as well. He's quite young as well, so he can have a good future ahead of him, 100%. Would I go with Julian Nagelsmann though? He's a very good, clever, tactical man. 100%. He can get some good football going. Had a good career at a decent managerial career at Bayern. Obviously at Germany now. He's been at RB Leipzig. So I mean, I feel like he's a good manager. He's got a good mind, 100%. But I just don't think I think he's slightly overrated though. I think he's slightly overrated. I don't think he'll be as good as what people think. I'd want to go with a slightly more experienced guy than what Nagelsmann is. But I don't know. I wouldn't go with Nagelsmann. But again, he has got a good tactical brain. But no, I don't have full trust in him if we do get him though. But again, he's not someone who I wouldn't mind getting. But I feel like, again, slightly overrated in ways, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But he's not the ideal appointment, if you get what I mean, in my opinion. You've got people like Unai Emery. I mean, obviously, done it at Arsenal, done it at Villarreal, now at Aston Villa. He's very good. Look at what he's being able to do at Aston Villa at the moment. But you look back and you look at what he was like at Arsenal. Manchester United, let's be real. I think us fans expect more from a manager than what those delusional Arsenal fans do at the end of the day. That's the thing. And, this is Manchester United. We're a much higher level overall club than what Arsenal are. But, in ways they are similar to manage because, that they are a big club as well as we are at Manchester United. But Unai Emery was awful at Arsenal. He was not great at Arsenal at all. That's the thing. Unai Emery did great at Villarreal, and he's doing great at Villa. But I think if he comes to Manchester United, he'll bring us down like he did with Arsenal. That's the thing. I'm not sure if he can handle a big club. Obviously, Villa, Champions League and all that, got them top 4 last year. But I feel like he'll crack under the pressure if he comes to Manchester United. That's the thing. That's the issue with Unai Emery. He does well when he's not thriving under pressure. He thrives when he's not under big pressure, like what managing Manchester United would put on you. That's the thing. Unai's doing well at Aston Villa, but when it comes to managing Manchester United, if he comes to us, like what he did at Arsenal, I don't think it would go well for us at Manchester United with Unai Emery as manager. But you never know. He might have massively improved and have a big change in mentality. He's doing well at Villa. But again, managing Villa is not managing Manchester United. That's the issue I have with bringing in Unai Emery. I'm not 100% sure if he'd be able to thrive under the pressure that he'll get at Manchester United. Who's next? One more to talk about. People throwing, just before throwing Unai Emery's name around, people might be getting a bit overexcited with that one. Ancelotti's the next one. Obviously, I doubt he'd come here, but people saying give him a ring. You never know. Try our luck, but nah, I don't see it happening. I'd love it if he does come though. One of the best he's, in my opinion, Ancelotti's one of the best managers ever. But let's try our luck. I don't see it happening though. To be honest with you, he's in a job. So, he's in a big job and he's been able to, and, I feel like Ancelotti could be a perfect manager for us at Manchester United, but it's not going to happen at the end of the day. It's too unrealistic. If I was to say who would be the real one, I'd want, Out of the candidates we've got, I'd say Almarim or Xavi. Out of the candidates that, most likely. Almarim or Xavi. That's what I'd say. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, Keels, of Man United fans. Dan, sorry. Thanks for watching.